Now, apparently we have a cinematic leak
Oh, this one.
on the old Chon.
I don't know if this one's in any capacity going to be real, but it is a masterfully crafted leak.
Oh, this is straight, like, snorting lines of hopium.
I love it to pieces.
This is so hopium. And if it's true, it'd be awesome. But, okay. I got a chance to see the cinematic trailer for Warcraft Dragonflight, and I thought I would try to, my best to write a transcript from memory, believe me or not. Now, to... I don't think I'm under NDA for this. Hopefully, I'm not. No, I'm not. I've talked about this before. Yeah, because the event's fucking passed.
I'm sure we'll find out.
Yeah, no, the event was passed. Right. It was the BFA release date announcement media event where, we all get taken into a room, like the Blizzard Theater, Ian comes in and Ian gives, a little talk about things. There are some people who are filming, and then Blizzard security people are like, hey, we told you multiple times not to film. Why are you filming? And in this case, the people who were filming, they weren't like, I've put my smartphone in my breast pocket with the camera poking out to film. No, this is just full on. I have my camera. That was insane. Maybe they just didn't understand it was a language barrier or something. Who knows? But anyway, when I was at that event, they showed a whip version of the Talanji Escape from Stormwind cutscene.
Yeah.
As like, hey, here's a thing.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
To sort of, to get excited about, right? So, there hasn't been a media event. At least there's not one I've been invited to, and I doubt they've held one. Because, that shit would leak instantly. Indeed, when I was at that media event, there was one point, like, I woke up and it turned out the community managers, I think, like, Ash and Co. had just been running around since 6 a.m. trying to deal with something that leaked, which is always brutal when that happens. But yeah, anyway, so like sometimes there are little preview events and things like that. Somebody maybe will see a cut of something. Like it is a possible thing. Yeah. They even think about the sheer number of people who would be working in this.
Yeah. Also, this literally could be. I know someone who works for Blizzard, worked from home, was just sitting there. I'm their housemate. They're like, "Shit, do you want to come see this?" Like that's a totally a thing that could happen.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, obviously, I imagine Blizzard are really quite furious about that. That's a possibility, but anyway.
Yeah, which, I mean, in fairness, you would be. But anyway, they say the cinematic trailer is 3 minutes 37 long, which is kind of short compared to Shadowlands or BFA. We open on a shot of the ruins of Lordaeron and the huge scar running across Tirisfal. Slad, yes. Sad piano music.
I believe it immediately.
Every modern man, they just fucking love the sad. It's like the new, not the new Ghostbusters, the what's he called? Paul Feig?
Feige, is that his name?
Feige, what's he called?
Feige?
No, that's Kevin Feige.
Oh, Kevin Feige,
he's the Marvel man. Is it Paul Feig? I think it's Paul Feig.
I have no idea.
Anyway, that one. It was like the Ghostbusters were like, hey, we're going to play a bit of the Ghostbusters, but we're going to play it somberly on piano.
This is the thing, right? Even, like... Obviously, Dark Souls has done a lot for video game design in terms of inspirations over the years. I can't believe everyone making trailers just wants to have the Gwyn music. Because everyone remembers the plink, plink, plonk when you first fight Gwyn. Every trailer's like, yeah, plink, plink, plonk, that's it. That's the future. Right. That's the future.
Dragonflight, plink, plink, plonk, let's go. Plink, plonk. Yeah, and of course, if it was FF, there would actually just be rock music.
Yeah, it would just be Soken shredding straight up.
Anyway, right, so we have some sad music about the ruins of Lordaeron. I mean, fucking hell, everything that happened after that was a bit sad, so fair play. Yep. And then Alex Straza says, war has left its scars on this world. We cut to a shot of a crumbling Darnassus covered in just ashes with night elf wisps everywhere.
Hang on, that's fake because you all went to the mall.
There you go. So then, we have all lost so much. Taronda shown standing in what remains of the Temple of the Moon, tilting her head up, looking at a hole of the temple, ceiling to the moon of the night sky, but even in darkness there is light. We have a tearful Taronda. Camera zooms in on the tear as it drops to the ground, and then it transitions to a scene of Mount Hyjal covered in lush scenery, beautiful flowers, night elf settlement, hopeful music. And they could do that in a way that I think is a callback to one or two previous shots in Warcraft trailers. And if this was supposed to be like an homage to like the
Oh, this is
like the vanilla and TBC era. That'd be interesting.
Physically trying not to cringe, but this is how I feel this is real.
There is nothing more precious than life. Nothing. Camera cuts fast through many different zones, showing them in a new light. This person only recognized Silvermoon. There is hope. Dalaran is shown settling back into the ground, with Khadgar overseeing the landing. I'm just imagining Khadgar with
Yeah. Just I keep her lit, back up, yep, keep her coming. Oh, go, you're good, yeah, set her down there now, big man, yep, oh, we're sorted.
The future is bright. We cut back to Tirisfal, showing Lordaeron slowly being rebuilt as a red dragon flies over it, cleansing the blight, which, when's that happened before? Wrath of the Lich King. The camera follows the dragon as it flies farther over the mountains until it lands and transforms into Alexstrasza, looking defiantly into the distance before transitioning once again and taking to the skies. The music builds up with drums and the familiar Warcraft theme with a new twist that has violins.
Yeah, violins.
Violins, bros!
They're free emotions.
Keeps pushing through the clouds until she comes above them. We see a massive floating continent in the sky. This is our home. Dives forward, flies into the floating island, showing verdant green fields, snowy mountain peaks, a waterfall, an enormous city that looks like it's made out of glass, and the logo appears. Heaven's Ward. This is where we all belong. The camera pans out of the vast expanse of land. There are mountains in the distance, forests, rivers, lakes, plains, tall tower reaching into the skies. On Azeroth, Cinemac blacks out.
Like, tell me that's not the most real thing you've ever heard in your life.
That is just fucking. You know what? That is Garrosh mid-fight just saying fucking mountains of blood and rivers of cum. Because everyone's just so excited.
It's definitely not what he said, but yeah.
That's not what Garrosh said, no.
How do you make mountains out of blood, Michael?
Oh shit, it's the wrong way around.
Yeah.
So okay, here's the thing. If that is done well as like more of, you know, like a modern homage to the old vanilla one, I could see that working. I could see that working very well, and actually feeling more like an expansion trailer. Like an actual here's the expansion, get hype, than a here's a little scene. And the sort of, you know, here we go, we're going to portray a scene that's like key to our story. That was something that started off mostly with, because I mean technically they did do it for like Wrath, Kata, and Mop, but like I think it really kicked off with WoD. And in fairness, the WoD trailer or cinematic is fucking brilliant.
Yep.
But this is like more of promise, hope, opportunity, world, exploring, adventuring. And if, you know, I think it could work. I know there's loads of people in here saying that's bad. It probably looks like mega cringe whenever you just read the excerpt, but here's a bit of a secret for you.
Oh, it is mega cringe.
Almost everything Blizzard does that is good is cheesy and cringy as fuck.
Yep, damn straight.
That's it. People treat it like sometimes like Blizzard have been fucking master storytellers throughout history. No, they haven't.
Never once.
They just do big, archetypical, cheesy things really well. It's basically just metal albums and D&D.
Yeah. It's like, do you remember when Arthas died atop at the fall of the Lich King? You write that down. You're like, oh god, he really says that. Arthas really says that. That's the music they play then. Yeah, that's so fucking cringe. You're like, yeah, but it works. It works because that's the thing. I think in this. I've just accidentally done the Scholar's Cradle now that I'm about to explain something. But in this modern age of everyone like being like a critic of writing, people forget that it doesn't have to be good; it has to feel good, and that's where being a long time fan of anime has me. Where I'm just like, it doesn't have to actually be good; it just needs to absolutely own, and that's it. And that's what they've been kind of good at times.
Yeah,
I mean, Strangers to Paradise, God, that's written terribly. By like a 5-year-old, but I loved it to pieces because it was great.
Yeah, and like, you know, so you think about the even the musical inspirations, actually especially the musical inspirations for the Shadowlands cinematic, and it's like, all right, so you're trying to do a bit of a bit of hard home White Walker-y vibes. You're trying to make it like, super serious. And I feel like this is like, yo, you want some fucking big archetypical evocative cheese where you're going to have fun in a dumb fantasy world? This is always what it's been, and that's been cool. Whereas, you look at the Shadowlands cinematic, and that's just being 100% like, fuck, our story is so serious and cool!
Yeah.
Azeroth is a prison, and I will set us free!
Oh,
it was like, trying too hard to be cool and modern edgy, right? I just have a feeling that some of going back to the classic Warcraft is going to work. I mean, fucking hell. You write down a transcript of the Cataclysm cinematic, you're going to get that just pain, suffering, torment, or whatever it was. Right? Like, that's going to be cringe as fuck if you just read an excerpt. What matters, of course, is how it's crafted together in a cinematic.
I mean, lots of people in chat are pointing out, you're not prepared. Oh, what does that mean? What the fuck is that about?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I feel like agony. That was it, right? Yeah. Pain, agony.
I mean, like what people are saying is absolutely valid. There's no action in this. Marketing would find it really hard to greenlight something that isn't action oriented and cool, but they could likely be sold on the idea of, oh no, this means hope. What Warcraft as a franchise has really been lacking is hope.
In these dark times, as we exit the worldwide pandemic and enter the Third World War, let's enter some hope. Trace some hope.
Oh, fuck. Yep, Third World War. Oh, Jesus Christ. I completely imagine that conversation genuinely just happening.
On a market, totally.
Just straight up,
of course, here's why we really know it's real.
Now, more than ever, we need levity and hope in these trying times. And we here at Blizzard Entertainment want to deliver that to our players. Please clap.
And like my hero, Kendall Jenner, whenever times are tough and there's social unrest, have a Pepsi.
Oh, Jesus. Oh,
Hang on, was that Pepsi or was that Coke Zero?
That was Pepsi.
That was Pepsi.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah, we need it. The only thing is, in post, we're going to need a slurping sound in that Pepsi. But yeah.
There we go. I'm so sorry.
Oh, yeah, perfect. Perfect.
Okay, there we go. Dragonflight, maybe, who knows?
Yeah.
Back to the news. Back to the news. Okay, so, and I suppose the other thing, that 4chan leak dropped after, didn't it?
Yeah,
which would mean that while you could say, oh, Alex Straz a hero character, Alex Straz in cinematic, they all line up, bros. Well, yeah, you can do your fake leak to make it line up.